Hey, hello and welcome back once again to Spectre of Communism. Let's go from where we finished last episode, which was the reload that I was talking about, where if you just take the objectives without already preparing yourself for the counterattack coming from everywhere, even though that historically doesn't really make that much sense, you're just gonna get absolutely hammered and wrecked, basically. So that's definitely something I think you don't want. So yeah, you better prepare yourself, I suppose. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I will not be taking both of those objectives this turn. And I'll be talking about another objective as well that you kind of need to know in advance in order to actually get it. Still haven't revealed these. Let's move you back too. I would be fighting across the river, so you can see it's quite the poor attack. There we go. That's a bit of a problem there. Yeah, that's just definitely not happening this turn, so let's just wait on that for a bit. I do aim to take this, but then not the upper one for this turn. So that will be set up just right. Now, once we trigger the counteroffensive, there will be some units that will spawn at Hadiach, which we need to defeat. So we better also be ready for that. Like I said earlier, it kind of sucks that way, but screw that. Seriously. Always sad to take lethal damage from that thing. But at least my forces are in supply here. So yeah, if I just decide not to take both objectives on this turn, I guess we'll be fine. Yeah, there's still an infantry there. And since these are also no longer necessary, I might just as well already move them. Which is just... better. Just like now, I don't need this artillery anymore. Although I do need artillery to deal with those units there. So, for example... yeah, that really needs to be defeated here. Funny, because this is... yeah, indeed, extra ammo, right. Anyway. I don't want to get caught up in that additional artillery fire. We'll move you guys there. I cannot move like this because of this unit. Because... I'm actually not sure whether I would get hit or not. Because even though I'm moving by truck through this area, it's kind of blocked. Well, let's keep you here on this side. I should have enough things to deal with that. On that side, I think. Any way to attack them? I guess from this side I would. So... yeah, as if I'm gonna attack from there. No thanks. This is forest. Now, I actually don't really mind that much if they were to go and move, really. Let's just move you there and leave it at that. Now, I'm gonna use the recon to take this unless they move in there. That's unlikely. Still, I will be moving a bunch of these guys back already. As silly as that is. Do I want to keep you here? Not particularly. I also don't really need these forces there. So they're already much better off just retreating. I will definitely... Like, the problem here is that if I then take this hex, that basically just takes all of the movement. But these guys will likely be faster than the infantry anyway. Oh, right. So they can attack next turn and then get out. Whereas these, probably better to go and defend. One thing I can do, though, with the aircraft, technically, is I can just go and attack this turn. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. Yeah. Alright, so... what I'll be doing as well is I'll be transferring all the units from the lower airfield to the center airfield. From the upper airfield, I guess they're fine for now. You... Actually, let's keep them out there. Alright. That seems a lot safer. Next turn is also going to be a day turn, so I'm feeling good about that one. As for you, send you back. Let's just get them to 10, and they are dug in quite nicely, I would think. Only 2? Alright. So then this is obviously going to be the turn. There we go. I don't need to retake that. And... well, the thing is, I could technically also take it next turn. But then... I will probably have more issues with units trying to retreat, for example. Because it will take longer.
All key points have been captured, Comrade Vorshilov.
Zhukov, the Germans are counterattacking. They already broke through to Kursk and Izium, and now they're bypassing your flanks. Get your troops out of there before they get surrounded.
Damn it, I told you, Zhukov, don't underestimate the enemy. Now is not the time to look for scapegoats, Comrade Rokossovsky. We need to fall back quickly into our start positions. We can handle a frontal attack, but if the Germans catch us from behind...
Comrades, I fear they already did. Our field recon reports that the enemy's forward divisions are in Prokhorovka, Krasnopolye, Sumy, Poltava, and Balakleya. We'll break out. We still have a corridor to get troops out to the Novi Skol area. If we do it fast, we'll save most of them.
Comrade Zhukov, our deep cover communists behind the enemy lines report that some of our turncoat soldiers and officers have been sighted near Gadich. This is a good chance to give them a traitor's due. Kill them all, or better yet, take them alive and send them to me.
Comrade Beria, the Germans are counterattacking. We must fall back. I don't think that in the present conditions...
Zhukov, I need those traitors dead or alive. If you can't capture them, fine. But then just wipe them out. Not one of them should escape their punishment. Soon they are going to be sent to the west, so hurry. Otherwise, my organization might decide it should investigate your loyalty to the motherland.
Yeah, so you kind of need to know that this is already going to go on, because otherwise, like, you're just going to be in trouble by this gargantuan stack, and this gargantuan stack, and the stack here, and here, and here, and here, like, and here. And there are more troops than these four, let me tell you. Yeah. So it is insane in that regard. Anyway, I'm quite sure we need to kill these and these. That's one, and these guys at the very least have very good movement, which is very nice. I'm quite pleased at that. Now, one of the things I should do like, obviously this sucks because they are going to be in a very problematic position, but
Comrade Beria, we managed to take the traitors prisoner. We found irrefutable proof of treason among their possessions, namely the British Vickers machine guns. I'll send the prisoners to Moscow under a strong guard.
Splendid, Comrade Zhukov. I can't wait to have a chat with them. I will teach them how to love the motherland. As for those imperialist weapons, keep them for yourself. It would be ironic for capitalist weapons to serve the world communist revolution.
sure, but my forces still need to get out, which is not going to be an easy task even now. Luckily it will be night after this, which at least will help some. But yeah, this is going to be a serious problem. At any rate, I should definitely be pulling out of here. Now the enemy is already there, which is a problem, but it's also a good thing at the very least that we already pulled out a bit. Which means that I guess my first potential retreating point here would be Kharkov, at which there is also a supply hub. So at the very least, I can somewhat defend from there. And since I cannot attack from this angle at whatever forces they have, it seems like. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is just redonkulous. Doesn't seem like I have infantry at this point, so what I want to do is actually I can, for example, place the Tiger on this side. As long as the AA is just a little bit away, I think that will help. And I will have these guys stay here. This will allow these last troops to get out. Now, with regards to these armored trains, they need to go by bridge all the way up there. So I need to send them up here, basically before anything happens. Which might be problematic as the AI is also there, but we'll see how that'll go. Yeah, let's move through this way, and let's just kind of hope they don't see it. Like the there will obviously be trouble. So these guys cannot get out at this point, at least from there, which means that I also need to leave some form of defense at least through the center, so that these can kind of move here and then here. I mean, for them to reach that within the allotted time frame, even now, it's gonna be quite tricky, I think. Let's keep you in there. That's, I guess, in a way, far enough for now. But I don't have anti-aircraft in this area either, so I will have to do something about that. Also here, like, these guys can be bombed at leisure. There's nothing I can do. They do have a lot of movements. At least. I mean, this sucks, but I do also think that doing that will be absolutely necessary down there. So certainly back. Let's actually move you here. I know they have poor movement, but they can still go out through there in pretty reasonable fashion. This will die. I have no illusions about that. Yeah, so the planes that are here, You're also in a bit of a problematic spot. Let's just do this first. So I actually kind of want to deal with AA, but I don't have double attack. So that ain't happening. Finishing off the recon might actually work pretty reasonable. It does prevent them from doing proper vision, which will also be quite important. But I am inclined. Well, the problem is that I don't really have that much of a choice but to now go in there. The problem is, of course, that my real heavy tanks, they're kind of to the back. They're likely just to focus a lot on that, though. However, the fact that these guys can also go in there and attack from this side, I think, will also be a significant problem, especially for the artillery. At either rate, not only do they at least have to do that, you know, it's obvious that they're gonna have anti-air there, so for them, they're obviously gonna get hit. Go figure. Basically, all the units that are there are in trouble. But what I do want to do... Unbelievable. I want to do this. So this hopefully will prevent these from being bombed. And then it's mostly about protecting the other exceptionally vulnerable units, wherever they are. And just hope we can thwart the AI. As long as all my air forces are at least either at this airfield Okay, so they might actually get destroyed there. So I want these to go up here because I need to also retreat to Noviaskol. Now, the only issue there currently is... am I gonna go in here? Well, I can't now that I have my fighters there. Yeah. The only thing I need to deal with now is this bit of mess. Let's... think really hard. Probably should keep both of these in that position. But I don't like giving up this anti-air. Well, let's do it. Yeah, this is problematic. Moving in here is problematic too. But let's go there. Do I need them there? I don't really think so. I might just as well move with these guys already, so... they will have a better chance of getting out. And they're very costly, so... could they technically land? Yes, they can. So I can even have more than 9 airplanes. Huh. Funny that. Alright, let the misery begin. Funny that they could still see that. You wouldn't expect them to be able to, but... yeah, this is gonna be a disaster. At least these guys are attacking the infantry. I'm not really seeing them doing a whole lot of harm against a Tiger tank there, yeah. Across the river as well, so... It's a recon because it also didn't trigger. Oh man.
We can't retreat with all of our troops in an organized fashion. Therefore, I order you to send a part of the troops in the counterattack against the German advance guard. This will slow the advance of the enemy and allow us to get the rest of our troops out of danger.
I agree it reduces the chances that, once they take Kharkov, they will keep on attacking. That means we should prepare defensive positions. If you allow, Comrade Trukov, I will lead the counterattack personally.
As you wish, Comrade Rokossovsky, but don't play the hero. The Soviet Union needs you.
Sure. So we need to harass them. I guess that's almost the same as exterminating them, but we'll see. Now, potentially this would have been a pretty reasonable way to start moving here. Yeah, let's just sacrifice the recon. Oh, no. I should be able to undo that, yeah. Okay, so they, at the very least, got across there. Right, so The enemy artillery obviously is going to be a bit of a problem. With obviously, I mean, I guess it is. Yeah, these cannot get overruns there either. Seriously? Or... oh, they have mobile. Well... oh. This is like a sewer system. It's like I have no clue what this is. But okay, so as the rear guard, I mean, it does look like they can just go in here, but rather I would have them move up here, so it becomes even more challenging for the AI to cross in this area. I guess indeed, which is fine for now. Yeah, so actually I would gladly move them there. Now, I did talk about how I need to keep this open for the moment, so I guess I will have to try and do that. Yeah, because then you can move down. That is the goal here. So, in actuality, I'll just weaken them a little bit, and I'll be fine with just them. So that will allow me keep them in there. Recon can move, but they'll manage. This is also a potential problem. I kind of need to move up here so they don't just go down and wreck me. I don't really see them going across here and then here. Yeah, this does not give me the artillery on that side, but I think it will work out fine. So you can move. Get you into that city. Oh. Oh, well, at least they made it. Anyway. There's no real need. Well, during the night turns. Yeah. I will obviously get hit for a lot less, but I still don't want to get into any nasty trouble there. Okay, so that's looking okay. There will be no ammunition, basically. That's no good. But at the very least, again, looking at somewhat of a retreat, trying to basically, yeah, just trying to get rid of these enemies. And if they want to keep attacking that, I don't really care. So yeah. Right, this gets me away from this city, but the goal is to destroy as many forces up here as possible, and then defeat these, basically. Since we have 5 more turns after this one, I'm feeling okay about it. Although they'll probably also go and take that. Now, the plane that I have in here. I'll send it over there in the hopes that it will not be seen. Now, I might actually be able to do something about these as well. At least a little bit. They have also no more ammo, and this is a double attack. Okay. Interesting. Oof. I can take that. This is unfortunate. It was already clear I was gonna sacrifice some of those. This is really bad though. If they, because they can keep dealing damage to my unit, but it just does nothing back. It's just misery. And they're encircled now. At least it won't die, but are you kidding me? Like, alright.
The Germans got reinforcements. New enemy forces are advancing our positions.